everybody. We are back with a short summer podcast. It's Summer Vibes. It is my birthday week, so I just wanted to come on and just give you guys a little bit of what's going on. We just finished the season 7 of the podcast, and we are back with a few little summer mini episodes, mini podcasts. Definitely want to give you guys a little bit of what's going on and where we're going and what we're heading, and also give you guys a birthday check-in. I will be 47 on the 29th of July. So I am ready for that day. I'm so excited. I've been celebrating my birthdays ever since I can remember. I love it. I used to ask my parents to take me to Ninfas for my birthday every year. And so that's where I used to go every year when I was a little girl. And they would take us to Ninfas, the original Ninfas on Navigation. And it was just the best time. I loved it. I had such a good time. And my whole family would go. And I just love celebrating my birthdays. It's just something that I've always done. But, this time around, I definitely want to do a birthday check-in with you guys. It's a tradition that I feel like is a good tradition to have. It's checking in on ourselves, checking in where we are for our birthday. What are we doing? What's going on? And, where do we stand as ourselves? As for me, initially, the idea of a birthday was just like, oh, it's a celebration, but it also became sort of a reflection for the last 10, 15 years. It's kind of been a reflection for me, and really taking stock of where I am in my life, where I'm heading for the next year, what I'm doing, what I've got going on, and just, the things that I feel like make me grow throughout the year. And so the check-in basically means, you come in, you check yourself, you see what you've done, what you've missed out on, if there was something you regretted, if there was a part of your life this past year that you did not like and you want to get over and you want to move on. Some people lose family, some people go on a special trip. So I think the big picture is what is it that we are trying to do for ourselves every single year? I'm a goal setter. If you've listened to my podcast before, I'm always setting goals. I'm always thinking about, what is the next thing for me? I'm also a huge manifester. I love manifesting things. And I feel like things happen for me because I am grateful. And I start always a conversation about being grateful. And that's the first thing that I want to talk about, because in order for you to grow, and in order for you to check in with yourself and check in for your birthday, if this is something you want to try for yourself, it's always starting with gratitude and saying thank you for the things that happened for me and the things that were for me this year, the things that were not for me as well. So I want to definitely start with my health. I've definitely worked on my health. Starting in January, I started going to see Dr. Singh. She is my direct primary care. And I hadn't gone to see a doctor in a very long time. I've been taking care of other people for the longest and just not even thought about me. But I knew I had a problem with my hypertension. I knew that there was something I needed to do for my hypertension. And that made me feel like I needed to find somebody. So that's the first part. It's my health. And I'm grateful that I've been able to control my health. I've been able to manage my hypertension. My blood pressure has been going down. We've been working with her on my nutrition, on my workouts, that kind of thing. So that's been amazing, and I feel really, really good about that. I'm grateful for my travels. I'm grateful that I have that opportunity to travel. I've been, I guess since I turned 46, I've gone to several places. I was in Palm Springs, California in November, and then I went to Whistler, British Columbia in January, and then this year I went to Cartagena with my husband, and then I also went to the Azores, which is a beautiful Portuguese island, and Madeira is another area of Portugal that I went to, and that was an amazing thing. So I'm grateful for those opportunities. I'm grateful that I can do that. I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to do that. I'm grateful that I can have my boys. My boys are 19 and 14, and they are very independent. They're really good kids. My older one is a videographer. He's so creative and just full of creative ideas and so much energy to do his thing. And he, constructs his own storyboards for his videos. He finds his models, he finds his settings, his venues, and he finds clients through Instagram. So if you're ever looking for a videographer, he's awesome at Unified Atlantic. And then my baby, who's going to high school, he's 14, going on 15 this year, and he's going to Westside High School. And I'm so grateful for them, that I can be their mama and be the kind of mom they need for me. You know, things are not always easy when you have teenagers, but I'm learning as I go along, and I don't always hold it together. I don't always keep it together, but those kids sometimes, really test me. But honestly, I can't say that we haven't been able to work things through, especially with Russ on my side and him being my support system. We always go in anything together and figure things out together. So grateful for my husband, grateful for him, grateful for his strength to hold it down. I always say that he's like the one that holds the kite, and I'm the kite that will always fly, 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 and idealistic, and he's such a realistic guy. And always just kind of brings it back down for me, but always sets me up for success and gives me the best advice in anything that I do. He participates in everything that I create, any events that I go to. He's always there, always ready to be number one and tell me, what do you need? What do we need for you to do? And let's go for it and let's do it. So grateful for the friends that I've made this year. I've made some new friends through the podcast, made some new friends through my guests, found my doctor. So grateful for those that have stuck around for years, those that have been with me since the days of my boutique. Today I'm going to be doing a photo shoot for my birthday with Victoria Garcia. And you guys know that I had an episode with her just a few weeks ago, and we talked about her having cancer and still having her business and still working through it and not letting anything hold her back and not letting anything keep her from doing the things that she wants to do. And, photography is her passion. Photography is what she does. And every year for the last 3 or 4 years, she does my birthday shoot. So today I went and got my hair and makeup done. And I'm going to go see her because we're doing a sunset shoot. So it's going to be super cool. Watch out for those photos as they come out throughout the week. I'm a Leo, so Leo vibes are very big and huge and they're dramatic. So you're going to probably be like so annoyed at the end, but that's okay because that's who we are. And I don't regret it. I've been the same girl forever, and those people that are close to me and know me, they know that I've always been celebrating my birthday. My husband says it's like your birthday's July 29th, but you start celebrating July 1st, and that's so true. It's really, really true. But so I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the podcast. I'm grateful for you all who listen in every week and come on and share what you love about it. And I love that because it's something that gives me the energy, the food for thought, to see where I'm heading and where we're going and what we need to do next. It's 2.5 years now. I started the podcast in March of 2020 because I was just feeling super anxious about the pandemic, and I needed an outlet. I needed some way to connect with people because I'm an extrovert. I'm an ESTJ on the MBTI, and so I have such a need to be social and talking and doing and creating, and I'm a teacher by trade, so I've been teaching for 17, 18, 19 years, and there's just a need for me to do this. So thank you so much. So again, starting with gratitude, what am I grateful for? What am I grateful for as I turn 47? I'm grateful for my new car, y'all. I got a new electric vehicle. It's a Mach-E. It's a beautiful car. I had it wrapped in a yellow color that's super bright, super beautiful. It's a golden yellow, by the way. So if people want to know what it is, it's a golden yellow. And shout out to DV8 who did the wrapping for me. And they did an amazing job, and I love my car so much. And just grateful for friends, grateful for y'all, grateful for the podcast, grateful for the things that I'm able to do, and also grateful for the things that didn't turn out for me. I've been pursuing sponsors for the podcast. I think I pursue maybe 5, 6 sponsors every month, and most of the time it's a no. But those that have said a yes, I am grateful for you, grateful for Cycle Bar West U, who is a sponsor, and we just had an amazing event. I'm going to talk a little bit about that in a little bit. I'm so grateful for for Natalia Castillo. She's my go-to facialist and aesthetic expert. She's so good at doing the facials and making sure that my skin is glowing and making sure that everything is just like top notch. I'm 47, so I have to definitely keep up with that. It's not easy to stay youthful and stay young, but she definitely helps me get my face done. Also another sponsor that I have is insurance company, Vanguard Agency. I'm super grateful for them, thankful for that. They are in it with me and have been amazing with me. Follow them on my Instagram. They're on there at the Vanguard Agency. They do insurance for every possible thing you need. And also my brother, who is with AVS Concepts, and he does all kinds of audio, video, anything you need for your house to make it pop and make it amazing. And he does these amazing outdoor entertainment systems that are just so cool, and love them. And so grateful for them, you know. As I go along, yeah, maybe I didn't get all the sponsorships I wanted. I put out a lot of calls. I'm always, you know, trying to meet with people. I'm always trying to get them to jump in, because for me, this is a serious business. You know, my podcast is something I'm very, very passionate about. It's something I definitely love to do, but I also feel like it's something that people can also take advantage of and use it for their own platforms and use it for themselves, and have that way for them to share what they're doing and share what's going on. You know, we just had an event just recently at Cycle Bar West U, which was super amazing. We had about 30 riders. It was called the Summer Glow Ride, and it was sponsored through podcast, the podcast here, Vice by Alicia, and also Cycle Bar West U came through. Super cool. They provided the drinks, they provided the instructor, the venue. It was just an amazing. It was such a blast. I want to say a shout out to my girl Valerie, the Val Around Town on Instagram. The Ashley Adams, she was the instructor. You know, shout out to all my friends who were there. Shout out to Sandy, who came through for me as well. She is just such an amazing woman, and just a survivor, and somebody that I definitely want to connect with more. Shout out to my girl Lucia, who came in. I met her through my store. Kerlin is another one I met through my store. She's got an amazing, wonderful. What is it? It's a nonprofit, and it's a beautiful nonprofit where she goes to the Dominican Republic and she helps people out there. She introduced me to someone named Elizabeth, and she's been awesome. Love Elizabeth Montejo. But you know, Kerlin has an amazing way of connecting people, so I'm super grateful for her. She's a founder of the Courage to Be, so go follow them on Instagram. It is a really great nonprofit if you're ever looking to donate to something. She does a lot of great things out in the Dominican Republic and other nonprofits. And I just love that about her. She's also a world traveler, which I'm always connected to. So thank you for all of those. Again, you don't manifest anything without showing gratitude first and foremost. I have sent thank you notes to all of them. I have given them kisses and hugs, and anybody who knows me knows that I love, love, love to support you back. If you support me, I will be there to support you back. And it's really, really an honor for me to meet these people and have them be a part of my life. I don't think anything happens without anybody's help. And I really believe in it takes a village. I really don't believe in like, oh, you can do it all on your own, independent. Like, that's bullshit. People always have to come in and help you. It is really the way it should be. It should be a community resource. I'm grateful for them. And if any way I can help them, definitely this is where I can come in and do something for them. If it's a donation, if it's showing up to your event, let me know. I'm there, definitely doing that. What is it that I'm liking about my life right now? So as I do my birthday check-in, I want to talk about what is it that I like about right now. I'm super grateful about the podcast. I'm grateful for where it's going. It's 2.5 years. I'm grateful that I'm consistent, that I have people who help me out, my husband, my kids, who do my video, my producer, Jamal, who's always so good about coming in and making sure that everything is set up and ready to go. The people that add the most to my life, just definitely my parents and my family and my brothers and my sisters, and then their significant others. They add so much to my life because honestly, I feel like they just put a happy face on me. That's the best thing that I can say. Oh, people who are toxic. Let me talk about people who are toxic or create any drama in my life. Because, you know, part of the birthday check-in is also seeing who is not contributing to you. And obviously, you know, that's a good one to kind of be aware of. And the people that are toxic, the people that don't come through for you in the best way. Definitely, there are a few people that can be toxic, but I'm really good about deleting them from my life and making sure that I'm not around them, because if you're going to zap my energy, then I don't really want to be a part of you. I don't want anything to do with you. You know, for me, I'm very protective of my energy. I'm very protective of my parents. I'm very protective of my kids and my husband. You know, sometimes you hear me talk about relationships, but honestly, I'm very protective about my relationship, and I don't really bring it out too much because I'm just like a lion. I'm very protective of my cubs. So yeah, if they're toxic, they're definitely out of my life. I don't keep them very long. Maybe I'll let them be toxic 1 or 2 times and then they're out. What is the most important habit I've gotten into this year? Definitely, I've gotten into intermittent fasting, and that is a great habit that I've been able to develop. My doctor talked about it. My gynecologist, Dr. Ayim, talked about it, and I do the 18-hour fast with the 6-hour feeding period. So that's been amazing. That's been good. That's given me so much goodness and energy. Love that. What do I want to fix in my life? I just want to be more. I think I just want to be able to just get out a little bit more of my shell, be a little bit more, more open about the private things in my life. Although I'm so protective, I know that people have questions about that. So I definitely want to work on that. And that's something that I definitely want to work on as I go and as I'm moving through my 47th year. I remember I do set goals. I do set plans. I'm also looking for new sponsors for the new season. So that's definitely part of my plan for the new year. This for me is a serious thing. I'm looking for PR. I'm looking for somebody that can come in and really give me that next level and push me to the next level where I'm heading in my life, and definitely do that. And then just people that I can trust, and people that I can go to for anything that I need. I definitely am very, very shy. Not shy, but I'm very reluctant to go to anyone for help. I'm one of those people that, like, I handle my own business and I handle it on my own, and I'm like, I'm not going to bother anybody with it. Even if I'm not feeling good, I'm not doing it, I'm not bothering anybody. But I get upset when my mom doesn't call me because she's not doing well, and I'm like, what am I here for? I'm here to help you. And she's like, I don't want to bother you. I'm the same way. I'm just like her. I don't want to bother anybody, but I want to get better at that. I want to get better at, like, asking for help and seeing where I can be of help for others. And, for 47, Rusk is taking me on a little trip to Maine. I've always wanted to visit the Northeast, and in the summer, it has a different vibe. It's, summer in kind of Bunkport. That's where we're heading. I'm always fascinated by the life of Jackie O, so that's where she used to summer for her birthday, another Leo. The Bushes have a home in kind of Bunkport, too. Kennett Bunkport, hold on. Kennett Bunkport. Like Kenny Bunkport. There you go. Kenny Bunkport. My husband keeps telling me how to say it correctly, and I keep saying it wrong. Kenny Bunkport. Oh my gosh, honey, if you're listening to this, I tried. I got it at the end. So that's my birthday check-in for you guys. And what's going on for y'all? I want to also just bring up a little conversation that I had with someone recently about confidence. And guys, sometimes there's signs that come through. There are signs, there's things that come through. And I pay attention to that. And this morning I was doing my cycle bar class with the instructor, Danny, and he said, your confidence may be pissing the shit out of people, but still be confident. And I feel like I've been facing a lot of that. I feel like for a lot of people who know me, they just think that the confidence just comes naturally to me. And I just want to say something because I know it pisses people off because, like, I get it all the time. Like, how are you able to do that? Or how I couldn't go to a workout. I couldn't allow myself for people to see me. How do you have that confidence? Y'all, I'm chunky. I still go work out. I still do my photos, even if I don't look my best. I'm 20 pounds overweight. I'm working on it. I'm not going to stop my life. I'm not going to stop being who I am and enjoying myself and enjoying my life, because I'm not feeling uber confident. I think that's what I said to someone the other day. I said, it's a muscle. You have to build it as a muscle, and you have to give yourself those opportunities to go and do things that are not in your comfort zone, because that is how you fit. That is how you build your confidence. Confidence doesn't come easy to anybody. Confidence was something that didn't come easy for me, but it came because I paid attention to the people who were confident, and I looked to see what they were doing that was different. And they honestly kind of confront things with fear and a little bit of reluctancy, but they still do it. So that's how I do things myself. I'm not uber confident in meeting certain people. Some people I feel like are out of my league, but I feel like, you know what? If I have the confidence to talk to them, to approach them, to ask them to be supporters of me, to be supporters of my podcast, then they will see that, wow, this girl has conviction. She really believes in herself. She really has that self-assurance. And that builds me up every time when I do something that's really outside of my realm. And so many people also say they do like they fake it till they make it. If that's something that helps you, fake it till you make it. I know at the beginning when I was very young and going to college and going to interviews, I faked it. I faked my self-assurance, my confidence, but it really did help me to build it. It was sort of like that muscle that I just told you about. I really worked that muscle, went into it every single time, saying to myself, if I've confronted other things, if I've gone through other things in my life, there is no reason why I cannot do this. There is no reason why I can't be somebody with confidence and conviction, and somebody that can depend on. So that was something that was very, very important to me. And it's sort of like it's just like discipline. It's also a muscle. Discipline and confidence is a muscle. You have to develop and you have to go through it. I'm a Gen Xer, guys, and Gen Xers are very particular about how they want things and want things to be done and how they believe in themselves and what they do for themselves. But I'm also going to be somebody that's going to support others who want to be more confident. And if there's ever a day that you say to yourself, damn, I just don't have that confidence, send me a DM. I will boost it for you. I will get on my phone and I will boost you to get you through whatever it is that you need to get through, because that's how I get through my things. I will call somebody. That's my husband for me. I'm like, I'm not feeling confident. Boost me. Give me my confidence. Tell me what I need to do to get in there and rock it and be, the kick-ass girl that I know that I am. And that's what you have to do. And it's a conversation that I want to have more. It's a conversation that happens to a lot of us that were raised to be humble and shut up and don't say anything and respect other people and, don't, no te hagas, la creída or like, que naca or that bullshit like that. Because honestly, if we were to listen to those people that were always telling us, don't be too good, don't be so good, don't be all that, like don't dress like that. It's people are gonna think you're full of it. I wish I would have just had the nerve to just tell them to shut up back then, because it's so stupid. Confidence is really about you and how you feel and how you confront things and how you self-assess as well. It gives you that ability to look at things that don't work for you and say, fuck that, I don't want it, it's like not for me. I have the confidence to say bye-bye. That's not me, that's not important to me. And so confidence skills, you can definitely develop them. You just have to trust yourself. You have a sense of yourself. The one thing we have a sense of who we are is who we are as ourselves. We know our strengths, we know our weaknesses, we know who we are. Have that positive view of yourself. You have to start with that. Start with that mindset that you are capable. You can do this. I walk into rooms all the time where I really feel like I don't belong, but I put that hat on. I put like my alter ego on. Yeah, you know what? I do belong here. I come from a neighborhood where nobody, the statistics was you were either pregnant or married by the time you were 19 and 20. And I beat those statistics. So for me, that is my confidence booster. My parents, being able to move them out of their first house into their house in Spring Branch when I had a job, that's a confidence booster. I was able to do a lot of things when I didn't believe that I could, but I did them because I pushed through those fears and I focused on myself and focused on like that. And number two, the way that you also, I don't know if it's 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, but another way that you boost your confidence is by stop comparing yourself to others. You have got to stop comparing yourself to others. And I know we're in a world of social media. We're in a world of Instagram likes and hearts and all of that. And obviously, I love them too. I love the hearts. I love the likes. But I'm not comparing myself and my life to anyone else. There's always, as my husband says this all the time, there's always somebody much better looking. There's always somebody much richer, much more traveled, much more, confident. But that's not you. You focus on you and you celebrate what makes you special and unique, because that is your superpower. You are you and nobody else is you. That is who you are. You focus on your positives, you focus on the things that you've done, the things that you've accomplished, and then you see your failures or things that you feel like you failed at as opportunities, and you learn from them, and you've learned from them, and you move on from them, and guess what? You're up, you're moving forward. And if anything, hit me up on a DM. If you're feeling like you need a confident boost, I'm here for that. I'm loving that. about, you know, people who reach out to me and say, oh, I really want this job, but I don't feel good about it. I'm like, let's talk it through. I'm going to give you that confidence boost that you're going to go and kill it, and you're going to, you know, kick ass in whatever thing that you're doing. So that is another little convo that I'm going to have a little bit more about, you know, but this little mini thing for 25 minutes now, which was supposed to be 15. It's about, you know, checking in with you. It's a birthday check-in. It's about starting what you manifest with gratitude, talking about the things that you're grateful for, telling others that you appreciate them, that you love them, that you want to hug them. If you see somebody you love, hug them, kiss them, give them the love and the attention, because it's such a free thing to do and to give. It doesn't cost anything to smile to somebody, to be there for somebody, to offer yourself to somebody in any single way that I can be there for you guys. That's what I'm here for. I'm grateful for you all. Again, it's my birthday week. I'm doing a little birthday gratitude, a birthday check-in. Let me know what you're thinking. If there's a conversation you want to have for the next season, we're going to start recording the next season in August, so we're definitely excited for that. It'll be the first week of September that the new season comes out. It'll be season 8. And let me know what you want to talk about, what you want to hear more about. If there's something you want to know more about me, I need y'all to help me with that. I'm trying to not be so private. I mean, there are some things that are very private, but definitely I want to open up a little bit more. I know that I can be a little closed off in the things that I say and the things that I do, just because I'm very protective, not because I don't want to share. It's just I protect my energy, and I protect the people around me, especially the people that matter the most to me. But definitely let me know. And I'm really grateful for y'all. Thank you so much for coming and being here and listening into this little mini podcast. You know, so many times I'm just wondering if anyone is out there listening. So definitely let me know that you are. It makes me happy. It's my birthday gift. Love you guys.